Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got to the barn. Guess who I'm riding? Sorry, it's really windy. I'm riding Rolo. Absolutely terrified for that canter. Um, Hopefully be better than the last time. But he's already inside, so I'm gonna go see him and get him ready. Let's go. Okay guys, so this is sweet little Rolo. If you haven't seen Rolo before, he's been on my channel a couple of times. I don't get to ride Rolo too often, but I genuinely really enjoy when I get to. He is the sweetest gelding that I've ever met, and I absolutely love spending time with him. My only problem, not problem, but the only downside I would say to riding Rolo is his canter absolutely terrifies me. He's got a really lovely trot. He's really smooth in the trot, but his canter is the bumpiest, most terrifying canter that I've ever sat on in my entire life. It's good for me though, because it really forces me to work hard and forces me to develop a good seat, but I still have a lot of anxiety associated with Rolo's canter, but he's such a sweet guy and he's so lovely. I'm just very excited to be spending some time with him today. So the weather hasn't been too cold here. As a result of, the fields are very muddy, as are Rolo's legs, and the mud is just too wet right now for me to clean off his legs. So after we're done riding, the sand will help absorb some of that wetness and dry the mud. I'll give his legs a really good brushing after, but now we're all done with grooming and it's time to start tacking up. And little Rolo has noticed a little creature outside of his stall and he won't stop staring at him. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. He is so curious. What are you looking at?
Whose horse is that?
So that little mini is Kyle, and he's just so adorable, and I think it's just so cute how Rolo is so curious about him. I feel like a lot of the time horses absolutely hate minis, but Rolo seems more curious than anything, which is really funny because Rolo hates horses. But now we're just finishing putting on Rolo's saddle, and then it's almost time to get the bridle on and then start our lesson. Of course, because it's winter, I gotta put a little blankie on Rolo to make sure he stays warm. Hi! You're handsome boy. I'm gonna put this cooler on and then we can get your bridle on. Yeah. Good boy. Okay. Don't you look cozy? Oh, I'm sorry. The blanket fortress. I love the rainbow reins. So now it's bridal time, and I think Rolo's bridle is my absolute favorite. The reins are just so adorable. Rolo literally has his entire nose just absolutely smushed against the door like a weirdo. Okay, buddy. Wow. Look at that. I'm just gonna open. Or should I stick my finger in your mouth? Oh, Rolo. Come on. Good boy. We were so easy in so many ways. Okay. I'll warm that in this Okay, buddy, why is your nose so pressed up against it? Okay, you wanna go outside? Okay, and now that we are all ready to go, we're gonna make our way into the arena and start our lesson. Good boy, Rolo. Door. So for Rolo, you definitely need to carry a crop with you. I find I don't really end up using it that much when I'm actually riding, but when you come to a walk, or if we come to a stop in the middle, if we're doing things one at a time, I find it can be really hard to get Rolo to move again. Sometimes he just stands there being extra stubborn, and then sometimes he just doesn't want to pick up the trot. That's just a little quirk about Rolo. You're so helpful. I think the other one's down.
Yeah.
My goodness. As always, we're gonna start off with a nice long walk before we ask for the trot. Just want to make sure Rolo is all warmed up. Yeah. Thank you. And there is Rolo again. He's giving me a look like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? What is that? I'm sorry. That's just really funny. And now picking up the trot, we're just going to trot around for a little bit, let Rolo get warm in the trot before we do any sort of pull work. Something about Rolo is I find he's very forward and strong once he's moving, and he likes to ride with his head really low. So by the time I'm done riding Rolo, my fingers are like really sore from holding onto the reins so tight, and he's the only horse that I notice that happens with.
You guys try to get the way out?
Not yet. Trot. Good boy. As always, I want to try and focus on really pushing him into the corners. I find it quite easy to push him into the corners into the trot, but for the canter, Rolo loves to really cut those corners really sharp, and he's really, really strong. So I gotta make sure that our corners are really good.
Let's get a lap of sitting trot, guys.
Warming up some sitting trot now, and although Rolo is not the smoothest horse in the barn, I find his trot is really smooth, but I really enjoy sitting trot on him. I think it's just the way that he's built. Like, he's really downward sloping, but for some reason I like that for sitting trot, not so much for canter. So always the hardest part about doing the figure eights is managing our spacing. Gotta really make sure that you're looking ahead and adjust your corners accordingly to not run into anyone. So Rolo saw Kyle coming there and he was like, absolutely not. I do not wish to run over the mini pony. Trot! 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 I feel like he needs to poop, but he hasn't decided it's time yet. Okay, we're committing. Go! Ah! Sorry.
I was totally there before you. I don't know where
Go, go! So there's a couple things that my trainer said that we need to work on a little bit more before we start actually having jumping lessons. And one of those things I believe she said was figure eights at the canter. Girl, how? I can barely do it at the trot without crashing into anyone. So that's gonna be interesting once we start doing those. So now going up this side with the green poles, we are doing sitting trot, 2 point over the poles, and then back to sitting trot, which is kind of difficult because if I need to ask Rolo to pick up speed so we don't crash into someone, that's kind of really hard to do with the sitting trot, but it's been a fun challenge.
Try really hard to go straight after those green poles, guys. The corner is super tight, so you have to work hard to push your horse into it. Bad, eh?
I feel like we're holding up a traffic jam a little bit. Knew you had to poop. His tail was up like that whole time. I was like, he's gonna poop right on the poles. Trot! Come on. Come on. Come on faster. Good boy. Honestly, doing figure eights is kind of like musical horses in a way. It's really satisfying once you have your spacing down really well and just everyone flows so perfectly. So near the end there, I think we were doing pretty well with our figure eights. Everyone had their spacing down pretty well.
Your timing should have been after confetti, not before.
Okay.
Closer to the poles than you were.
Okay. I spoke too soon, minus that little hiccup. Okay guys, you know what time it is. It's time to check our girths and get ready to canter. So last time I rode Rolo, I'm pretty sure I held onto the saddle the entire time we were cantering, and especially for the walk to, or the trot to canter transition. This time I want to do absolutely no saddle holding. Are we doing one at a time or two at a time? So apparently Rolo and Bandit have beef. As you can see there, Bandit pinned his ears at him as they walked by. Trot! 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 Come on! What are you doing? Rolo, in.
Leg pushes his body up. Steering his nose to the right is only half the drop. Leg pushes his body
Rolo's so strong. Oh, I know. He's being a little booger. Rolo. Oh. Whoa.
There you go, good job. Run it back to normal trot and try it again. Yes, that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna try first circle.
Okay.
Oh.
Good, good. Up, turn, kick, turn, turn, turn. One more. Steer it.
Oh. Woo! Oh my goodness, to go from that, or from bandit to that, oh my. From like just having to sit there to having to like work every single muscle in my body. Good boy! Oh, I'm sweating. You did good. I don't have treats, but when we get back to the barn, So I'm honestly so proud of that. I didn't hold the saddle a single time. As you can see for those corners, Rolo really likes to cut them and he's so strong. So if I'm not on top of it, he will dart right out of those corners. So he's a little bit...
Wow.
Rolo is just absolutely killing those canter transitions today. Look at him go.
Relax your hips a little bit. We want them to work and steer, not sit. Still have to
Circle.
look around. Over here.
Whoop. I was like, I am not going down today. He could have easily just decided.
Slowly. I'm sad. No, I'm fine.
I'm dead. I'm alive. So that was pretty funny. I literally just almost fell off. I was hanging onto his neck for dear life.
Look further ahead. Claire, when you're doing your circle, look further ahead.
Okay, whoa. 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 Good boy. Let's get a relaxed trot. Did you see that walk to canter transition?
I've been seeing all the walks.
Good boy. Whoa. Trot. Trot. Good boy. Keep trotting. I think we can be done. So I was trying to get a successful circle going, but we were just struggling. So I think it was time to take a little bit of a break. That first circle where I literally almost fell off, that was entirely my fault. I was not looking far enough ahead and he thought that we were maybe changing the lead and going left.
Let's do these trot poles heading down. And then somewhere near your seat, pick up your left lead canter. Canter up the long side. Come back to trot. Trot a circle. And then do green poles. Try to pick up right lead canter. Do right lead circle. And then over a pole I'm going to put here.
Okay, so now we are going to do the course, and here we'll have another opportunity to get our right lead canter circle. Trot! Ow. Whoa, trot. The hardest part about doing a course with trot in it after doing canter is they always seem to think that we're going to ask them for the canter. So it's kind of really hard to keep them at a collected trot and make sure that they don't pick it up before we ask. Trot. Whoa. Trot. Good boy. No. Whoa. You. Whoa.
Try to say whoa for stopping.
Trot. Easy. Trot. You're joking! You're joking!
Okay, did you land too straight?
Yeah! You're joking! Oh my god!
Very great. You can do it again.
I was like, I'm either gonna get run over, but it's worth the risk. He's so good.
Dad stands still. He was like, whoa.
Good boy. Thank you. Thank you. That was incredible. I still can't believe that happened. I landed on my feet. So basically, as we went over the poles, Rolo went to cut the corner, and I just lost my balance. I wasn't secure enough in the saddle when we went over the poles, and I felt myself fall forward. I grabbed onto his neck as tight as I possibly could, and I was like, one of two things are either gonna happen. I'm gonna stay on, or he's gonna run me over. But he just completely stopped as soon as he felt me come out of the saddle. He is honestly such a good boy. Trot. 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 Oh, trot. Good boy. No. trot, 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 trot. Whoa, trot. Canter. Easy, easy, easy. Okay.
The speed isn't really going to change anything.
Yeah.
It's just making sure that you're secure in the saddle, holding yourself tight, and then afterward, making sure he stays straight enough.
Yeah.
If he goes over the pole and then dives to the inside, that's when you lose your balance.
Yeah. Okay.
You did it.
I did it. Good boy. I could tell that round he was like being extra careful for me.
Oh.
He was like more gentle in the canter, like just being he's such a good boy.
He was like, oops, I overdid it, guys.
Yeah, it's not your fault, buddy. You are so sweet. He was taking such good care of me that time. Phew, so we did it successfully. I was definitely nervous to try it again. I just felt like I was really pushing my luck today. I almost fell off once. I fell off and landed on my feet. I was like, a third time, there's no way I'm gonna be as lucky. So you can definitely see that I'm a little bit hesitant in that round. I'm, asking him to slow down when I really shouldn't be, but he was being so careful with me. Like, he was actually being so gentle and taking such good care of me that time. Rolo is such a good boy, and I'm so lucky that I got to ride him today. So now we're just making sure that we give them a nice long cool out before we head back into the barn. And when we go back into the barn, that's when I'm gonna give his legs a really good clean, because all the mud has dried up now from the sand. You are the goodest boy. Thank you for being so good, being so sweet, Rolo. You get lots of fun. Technically, yes, I guess I did. I find Bandits and Rolo's beef with each other so funny. Bandit hates horses, Rolo hates horses, so of course they hate each other. You're so sweet. Oh, good boy. Come on.
Oh my God.
So even though I technically did fall off, I think this was such an improvement from the last time that I rode Rolo. I actually didn't hold on to the saddle once, even for those transitions, which I'm so proud of. I want to try and continue to not hold the saddle for the transition no matter who I'm riding. And I think the last time that I rode Rolo too, I wasn't even able to get a canter circle because I was holding the saddle as we were cantering, so I wasn't able to steer properly. And today we got our canter circles. We had some good corners, some bad corners, and we did a canter pull, and there was absolutely no saddle holding. So I'm so proud to see how far I've come since the last time. So that was an eventful lesson. Almost fell off twice. Actually, I did fall off, but I landed on my feet. So is that a fall, or is that like a graceful dismount? Maybe I just dismounted. Maybe I wanted to get off. Anyways, that was crazy. I did not want to fall today. I was like, this is not happening. I am not falling off. So I hung on for dear life, and it paid off. I felt so much better in Rolo's canter today. I didn't hold on to the saddle once for the transition. He was doing lovely transitions our entire lesson. And honestly, his canter just didn't feel that scary anymore, even though like I fell. Almost fell twice. Yeah. I would say it's an improvement from the last time I rode Rolo. But yeah, and next time I ride him, it'll be even better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.